Welcome to WWETV, what the world is watching, worldwideentertainmenttv.com.
Okay, let's get with it.
Alright, so it's SKANDOUZ from the connoisseursOHH Hip Hop Show. I'm here with the legendary DJ from the iconic hip hop group WWETV.
Thank you.
Mr. Maseo, how you doing, sir?
I'm good, brother.
Good. So you've just come off stage, did the DJ set at the 10-year anniversary of J Dilla's birthday.
Yes.
And yeah, I just want to catch up with you. How you been? What's happening with you at the moment?
What's happening with me at the moment is, family, music. You know, same thing, different, same shit, different toilet, fam. DJing, getting older. The older I get, I'm enjoying more of the craft. I think that happens to everybody, you know. You get older, you start getting a lot more in tune to the craft.
Right.
You know, and start to realize why you love it in the first place, you know.
Because Dilla's nearly, 30 years in, touring now, isn't it?
Yeah, 27.
27?
27, yeah.
So what keeps you so motivated and inspired to just keep going on the road?
Money. Going on the road. I'm not gonna lie to you now, like,
so Dilla, as a collective, I mean, a lot of people praise the fact that Dilla's never broken up. All the other hip-hop groups have fallen by the wayside. And you guys have got a new project coming this year, right?
yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, we never broke up because the initial goal was to always be a group.
Right.
We had the same common interest to be a group. You know, I had moved to Long Island when I was 14. And the fellas, we linked up in Maeso in like summer of '85.
Right.
And it started to carry on from there. You know, the beauty of it for me was, here it is, I lived in the boroughs. I lived in Brooklyn most of my life. And I was trying to even make a record when I was like 11, 12 years old. When I first heard Tila Rock, It's Yours, that was it for me. I was really wanting to make records.
Right.
Prior to that, I was kind of just always been DJing since I was 6.
Right.
But I truly wanted to make records around that time, and knowing that the culture was...
I can't ask many people, but we can ask you. I mean, what is your experience of seeing, actually being there as hip-hop has grown to a global...
To a global phenomenon?
Yeah.
I watched a lot of people die behind that shit. A lot of people severely got hurt. Watching the music actually not really being supported. The powers that be trying to really tear it down before it gets started. So more than anything, we was always a force to be reckoned with, because we were making it without radio play, we were making it without video play, we were just making it off of just the camaraderie more than anything of the culture at the time. It was way more camaraderie at that time. Almost every rapper was under Rush management around that time, so even the business structure was just even being developed. And I have to attribute a lot of that to Russell Simmons and Lyor Cohen. You know, even for the artists that never got to even be a part of that alma mater, a lot of their sustainability came from watching the artist who was a part of that alma mater. You know, it's why a whole lot of artists make livings today. You even have new managers coming up, developing their companies and their whole roster and new agents. I gotta say, for the business of hip hop, I credit it to Lyor Cohen and Russell Simmons on a grand scale. You know, and you know, we all still follow that blueprint to a large degree, especially when it comes to touring.
Yes.
You know, for me and my group, you know, it was always a great balance between touring and releasing records, knowing when the record company wasn't going to really be supportive of your music, you had to go out on tour to counteract what they wouldn't do, you know. So here we are today, you know, with new ideas, new deals, restructured business and everything. So to see it come from analog.
And would you say hip-hop's in a healthier place now for you?
It's in a disarray.
Okay.
It's definitely not healthy.
Right.
It's in a total disarray. But it'll come full circle, I believe, no different than every other genre has come, you know. You know, one that, well, only genre I could say really probably died was disco, you know. Hip-hop's not gonna die.
Right.
It's always been somehow reinventing itself every time. Even for the artists that quote-unquote fell off, hip-hop has a way of forgiving whack shit. It really does. Like, we allow people to make that comeback. You know, I think the whole, challenge, kind of really meeting the standards of the new way of doing business now. We actually did a crowdfunding with Kickstarter, where the fans pretty much invested in the album.
Yeah.
And it was a successful mission. And we had a listening party in New York and LA for the fans. And based on their response, the fans who actually backed the project, they's like, this is a great record, it's relevant, and all people could say was, yo, it's Dilla. Right. So I'm starting to feel like a genre.
Yeah.
I ain't bullshitting.
Right.
I'm actually starting to feel like a genre, a subgenre.
So like,
because anytime we drop some shit, everybody go, yo, that's Dilla. It's like there's no other way to describe it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if that's the meaning and the signature that is tagged to it, then I'm good with that. You know, I'm really good with that. It don't sound like nobody else but us. So I'm starting to feel like a genre. Because if somebody else come out sounding like they gonna call them.
We're here for the J Dilla, right? What's your memories of working and meeting the man over the years?
I mean, over the years, it was always like, we kicked it, we smoked Chiba, you know what I'm saying? Like, when we first met, he was always a quiet cat. Sat in the studio in front of the MP and just did his thing. He went and dipped off, smoked some weed, came back, and still just worked on some music, you know? He was always really focused, and here it is. When we was already seasoned at what we was doing, it was his beginning. So he was just getting his feet wet. So I could see where he was just super hungry, you know, and was really just all engulfed in the opportunity, you know. And then as time moved on and dealing with certain trials and tribulations as his career developed, you you become a little bit more closer with people he didn't expect to become close with. Fell out with people he didn't expect to fall out with. You know what I'm saying? Found a whole new.
I mean, right now we've got a very special guest in the building. She's come all the way from Toronto, Canada, and this young lady is a very exciting young talent by the name of. Is it Tara? Tara Lord, aka Little T. Welcome to the show. How you doing, miss?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're just gonna make sure that these levels are right so that everything's all good. And so welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
And we're excited to hear more about your story, and we're gonna play some of your music as well. And then later on in the show, we're gonna get a live performance from you as well.
For sure.
Totally awesome. So, I mean, currently you're 17, but obviously you've been making music for a while now.
Yeah, I've been making music since I was about 12 years old. I finished my first album called Mission Impossible at the age of 13, and I'm currently working on new music.
Yeah?
I'm just growing as an artist and working on my writing and everything right now.
So, I mean, where did the music bug hit you, man? When did you feel like, yeah, I want to do this for life?
4 years old. 4 years old, I would run around my house singing and rapping, performing, saying I want to be a singer when I grew up because I had a speech problem, so I couldn't say singer. So from when I was young, whenever someone would ask me what I wanted to be, I would always reply as a singer, performer.
So I mean, obviously, knowing your story, you've got quite a famous father as well.
Yes,
in the hip-hop scene.
My dad is actually one of the first rappers in Toronto, Canada. He was part of the original Sunshine Crew, and he had a buzz in like the 70s, and in the 90s he came back as Top Secret, and he was on WWETV, Much Music, and toured Asia, so he made a really big impact in the Toronto hip-hop scene. To learn to dance and perform at the same time, couldn't do all those things at once, so probably them, for sure.
Wow, man. So we've got another one of your cuts here, track entitled No Shame.
No Shame.
So what's the story behind this track?
So basically the chorus is about how rappers all sound the same nowadays. People don't come with originality. And I'm basically saying that there's no shame because all these rappers.
It up, man. So that's the single that you've got out now.
Yeah.
So is this any of these tracks, are they available for sale? Can anyone pick them up?
Yeah, No Shame and Pull Up are available on iTunes and Amazon, Google Play. I'm pretty sure it's available on everything. And the music videos are out on Worldwide Entertainment.
Yeah.
WorldwideEntertainmentTV.com.
Yeah.
So you can check out the videos. Pretty dope.
Awesome. Wicked, man. And so if people want to get in touch with you online, what's the best way to get hold of you?
My Twitter is at _T_page, and my Instagram is at __little_T. Little T was taken, so I had to.
So there's another. So we gotta find this little T. And we gotta battle, get your name.
Yeah.
Can't have that. Man, so I'm gonna line up some instrumentals, man.
For
sure. Let's see if we can get a live performance in the studio.
Hey, it's Tara Lord, aka Lil T, and I'm here right now at the YouTube space in London